Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Violet Macbeth, filming live from Verona, Italy. Today on the Shake News, we'll be covering the mayhem going down in these barbaric streets. Rumor has it that the great swordsman Tybalt may not be with us anymore due to a family rival. Is Juliet being held against their will to do something horrendous? Did the poor and innocent Juliet shame her family for eternity? And what was the real reason Rosalind dumped Romeo? Let's find out. Miss Capulet, a word with you if you may. Juliet, is it true that the old great Tybalt died? Yes, unfortunately, my cousin has passed away. Oh, the inhumanity. How, Juliet? Tell us, how was he ripped out of existence? There was a brawl between my cousin Tybalt and Romeo. Romeo, prince of the Montague family? Yes, Romeo of the Montagues. Is it true that your family hates the Montagues? Sadly, my family isn't very fond of the Montagues. Could you tell us who was present at the fight? If I remember correctly, I believe my poor cousin was slain in front of the eyes of Benvolio. Thank you, madam. Now let's go find Benvolio. Benvolio, were you present when Tybalt was slain?
Yes, I was present. It was a tragic death, really. I didn't really expect things to take quite a turn. Mercutio, may he rest in peace, was the one to die first.
So you're saying more than one person died?
Yes, Mercutio died by the hands of Tybalt. Tybalt was not innocent either.
Mercutio died, and by Tybalt, both families suffered a loss. I can only imagine. Both families will hate each other more. Pardon if I ask too much of thy, but could you explain to us in full detail how Tybalt passed and the reason behind it?
Yes, Tybalt's death was a little bit of his fault, actually. You know what? I'll take that back. This crazy, cruel feud between families is the blame. But anyways, Mercutio and I were walking outside, minding our own business. It was extremely hot outside, and I told him we should have gone home. The heat gets to you and knows how to aggravate you. Mercutio didn't listen, and soon, we bumped into Tybalt. Tybalt was looking for Romeo to challenge him to a duel, a fight to the death. The situation got out of hand when Romeo continuously declined his request. It made Mercutio angrier, and he charged with Tybalt, and Tybalt fought back. It was a fierce fight. Romeo tried to break it up, and he was unsuccessful. Tybalt reached under his arm and stabbed Mercutio, and he died. Romeo burned with fury and then accepted his request. They fought, and Tybalt was slain with Romeo's sword. Tybalt lost the fight and died.
Both the Capulets and Montague suffered a great loss, very sad, but poor Romeo has been given his punishment, according to the prince, and for that offense immediately we do exhale him hence. I have an interest in your heart's proceeding, my blood for your rude brawls don't lie a-bleeding. He refers back to the fact that not only Tybalt died, but a family member of his died too. The prince burns with rage and shows no mercy as we learn that Romeo is banished from Verona. To add on, he also states, let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence to his body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill. If Romeo doesn't leave Verona, the prince will make sure that he is killed for not obeying his orders, although he believes showing mercy to killers causes more slaughters. Be careful, Romeo. To the next highlight of the day. Lady Capulet, a word with you if you may. What is the matter, you scoundrel? What is it that you want? Is Juliet being forced to marry? Is she being forced to marry Paris? Why can't she pick... Ouch. Anywho, according to our anonymous source, Juliet is being forced to marry Paris on Thursday. Lord Capulet wants Juliet to marry Paris against her will. The source claims that Juliet rather die than marry Paris. Juliet doesn't know him well enough and feels as if it's being rushed. She confronted Lord Capulet and told him she wishes not to be married. Lord Capulet wasn't happy to hear that. The source states that Lord Capulet began insulting her. Hang thee, young baggage, this obedient wretch, I tell thee what, get thee to church o Thursday, or never look after me in the face. Juliet's own father threatened to disown her if she doesn't marry, and I'm sure he's serious. To add on, he also said, lay hand on heart advise, and you be mine, I'll give you to my friend, and you not be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. Juliet's father has said he disown her daughter if she doesn't comply with his demand. If she doesn't marry, she will no longer be a Capulet, and he'll kick her to the streets. He wouldn't care, and wouldn't even think of taking her back. Never would I thought Lord Capulet could be this cruel of a father. On to more uplifting news. As we know, Rosalind, Romeo's ex, left him. No one knew the real reason why till now. We all believed that Rosalind left him because he was too frisky and things just didn't work out. But Rosalind was in love with Benvolio. Rosalind stated in an interview that she was in love with him the entire time she was a Romeo. I had to leave. Romeo was too much for me, and I hate to admit it, but I'm in love with Benvolio. Always have been. As soon as we ended things, I jumped into his arms. Now that's rough. Oh, poor Romeo. He was played pretty bad. Benvolio gave a small statement at her claim.
Yes, I won't deny it. We love each other very much. Romeo, I'm sorry I didn't tell thee. Just know I'm very happy, and I hope you're well. I didn't want things to turn out this way. They just did. Although I hope you can make it to our wedding. Sincerely, Benvolio.
So scandalous. All this drama. Thanks for watching. Shake News out.